fellow travelers, and welcome back to Our Big's Adventure. My name is Cynthia, and this is week 4 of the January 2021 Pantry Challenge, Freezer Challenge, all the challenges, trying to come in at $400 for January and February food budget. You know what time it is. It's time to get to work. January 2021 Pantry Challenge, week 4. This week we are going to have all this yummy stuff. I think it's actually week 3. I don't know what week it is. Anyway, we are gonna have, I'm gonna do turkey soup this week instead of sausage and kale soup. I'm gonna switch these. We're gonna have fish. I'm gonna have fish. Mr. Biggs is gonna have a broccoli lasagna thing, broccoli chicken lasagna. Meatloaf mashed potatoes, turkey, chicken, sweet potatoes, egg roll in a bowl. And on Friday, we're gonna have chili nachos. Let's see what the fridge has to offer. So, the marshmallows that I had before are gone. This is a new bag that I had in my pantry because I had to have some hot cocoa. All the lunch meat is gone. There's some cheese left. This is Swiss cheese left over from our Cubans. Some cheese. So this basket's looking pretty good. I feel pretty happy about how low that is. This is some leftover cornbread that Mr. Biggs is gonna have for breakfast tomorrow morning. A can of expired salmon. Mr. Biggs has been setting a trap for a raccoon that's been hanging around our chicken pen. So that's what he's using for bait. Not very much sour cream left. Pretty happy with that. We're gonna use that for the chili nachos and then it'll be gone. One pickle, look. Some spicy pickles, some jam, still have that bacon grease back there. I'll do my grocery haul in just a minute. That shelf totally empty. Got some dates left. Do I have enough for next week? Nope, but I do have another package. So like I said, I eat 2 of those every day to help my iron. Half of an onion, some garlic, lettuce, a few tomatoes, some cabbage that'll get used for egg roll in a bowl, apples, oranges. I still have lots of potatoes left, some carrots, and some garlic. Condiments are really run down. I still have some butter, which is good. Still have those white chocolate chips, man. I gotta do something with those. I mean, everything's looking better. Mr. Biggs went through some coffee creamer this week, so I gotta pick some of that up for him. Freezer time. This is pretty much all the same. Bananas, medicine, sausages. This is bacon. Mr. Biggs had some of this for his breakfast last week. We still have the same amount of cheese. There's a bag of green beans, cheese, lunch meat, cheese. This I'm gonna take out and use it to make the turkey soup. I did bone broth last week and that did not fit in the jars. Here's another bone broth. We ate some fries last night. They were really good. That's for the dessert. Pepperoni still and salami. Still have soup. Still have 1 1/4 loaves of bread, bagels, and there's still a regular banana bread back at the back. So overall, not looking too bad. My son is coming over tonight for his birthday dinner. So for Mr. Biggs and myself, I am going to make these peach. I'm going to make a peach dump cake. A little bit of cinnamon, some butter. So these peaches expired 9 of 20, so I really need to use those up. My son and his girlfriend are not gluten-free, so I have this cake mix that was in the pantry. I'm just going to make him some chocolate cupcakes. I have loads of potatoes, and he requested country fried steak, green beans, and mashed potatoes with gravy, so I'm going to make that. There's some milk that was in the freezer. There's a nice big package of country fried steak, cube steak, green beans, potatoes. So that will be the birthday dinner, and I will make Mr. Biggs and I the gluten-free peach dump cake. Week I stopped at Walmart and got 3 bags of this tri-colored coleslaw and a bag of frozen chopped kale. And as you can see, I spent $8.02 total for this week of groceries. I also picked up a bunch of bananas for Mr. Big's lunch. He likes to take a banana in his lunch every day. So I've got kale and 3 things of coleslaw. I have shopped my pantry for the week, and this is what I've come up with. Soup Sunday, we're gonna have this delicious turkey soup. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. This was leftover bone broth from last weekend that I made. You can hear Dixie chewing in the background. Next up, I'm gonna have fish and beets, which I usually have about once a week. Beets are really high in iron, and I have anemia all the time, so. Then Mr. Biggs is gonna have a casserole of gluten-free pasta, broccoli, Alfredo sauce, and canned chicken. The next night we're gonna have meatloaf. That's leftover mashed potatoes and gravy because my son came over last night and had his birthday dinner, and that's what he requested, was mashed potatoes and gravy, so that's all done. And I'm just gonna make a meatloaf really quick. Those are onions that I had in my freezer, so I'm definitely gonna use those up this week. Then we're gonna have, Mr. Biggs is gonna have some spicy chicken legs, and I'm gonna have some turkey pieces, and then there's some sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna make a coleslaw to go with this meal. Thursday, we're gonna have egg roll in a bowl. I got 3 big bags of coleslaw. I have some leftover cabbage, some carrots, some onion. So I'm gonna make this, and hopefully there is enough to put away for freezer meal another day. Here's some tomato sauce that I found in the back of the freezer. Let's put that in the soup. There we go, we're all done. So in the crock pot here, we have a turkey soup bubbling away. I took out the rest of the lunch meat so that we can have some sandwiches tonight. There's Mr. Big's broccoli Alfredo casserole with chicken, salmon with broccoli and beets for me, meatloaf with green beans and mashed potatoes for Mr. Big's, and I just roasted a couple of little potatoes for me. And then we're gonna have, that's turkey, and those are Mr. Big's spicy chicken legs, and we're gonna have coleslaw with that. And then egg roll in a bowl. There we go. This took me approximately 3.5 hours with some breaks. So, I mean, there definitely was some time to play with dogs and do some other cool stuff, so. Is anybody else excited to start their garden? I am so excited. I got some onion starts yesterday, and I got some collard greens and some cucumber seeds, and then these are leftover seeds from last year that I'm gonna try to germinate and see what happens. The warm weather today has really made me want to get my garden started. Look at my little girl, having a little snack. Okay, it's time for the clean kitchen tour. My favorite part of the morning. And it is 1 o'clock, but I just spent the last hour outside with my husband having a little chat. So it's almost time to change to the Valentine's Day decor, which I am super excited about. And I have a lot of, there's our menu. Check out these bananas. Look, a couple of them are actually starting to get ripe. Look at that. Excited. And then here's beef that I canned yesterday. These jars are shelf stable and they will stay good for up to 5 years. So my beef that I got on sale last week for $2.99 a pound is all tucked away inside these jars. I still have my January table decor, which next week will be different. Very excited about that. Mr. Biggs, so proud of him. He's been taking his vitamins. Some shot of the cast iron. This week in my diffuser, I have lime and bergamot, and I love both of those oils, and together I think they smell like Fruit Loops. That's quart number 2 of water for the day. Working on that. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. And remember, enjoy your journey.